Hello, good morning physics students. Today we still continue to study about circulatory system. Okay, teacher want to remind you about last week. Last lesson we have studied about respiratory system. So in respiratory system, the organs we need, the windpipe, and then lungs, and then we call that diaphragm, and then nose, windpipe, lungs, diaphragm, nose, windpipe, lungs, and diaphragm. So there are 4 organs that we need for respiratory system. This week we will study about circulatory system. If we study about circulatory system, we will study about the flow or the circulate of blood. So the organs that makes up the circulatory system, first heart, and then blood vessels and blood. Okay, 8% of our body is consisting of blood. So everything, okay, can you see this inside your eyes? Even though this one, inside of this is consisting with circulatory system. Okay, we will discuss one by one every parts. The first is heart. The function of heart in circulatory system is to squeeze and pump blood into our body. Okay, this is the function of heart. Squeeze and pump blood through the blood vessels into our body. This is the function of blood. Okay, this is the parts of blood. This is the from body, and then this one, the blood come into your heart, and then this circulatory, this is to lungs, and then after that the blood's out from the heart. Okay, and then the main full blood is absorbing by our body, but the wasting one is take out with the urine. This is the function of heart. Okay, and then blood vessels. Blood vessels is divided into 3 types major. The first is arteries. What is arteries? Arteries are elastic blood vessels with thick walls. Remember the thick walls of blood vessels, that arteries. And then veins. This is the veins. The veins are large elastic blood vessel with thin walls. This is the thin walls. This is the different. If arteries is the thick walls, and then vein is the thin walls of blood vessels. This is have different function. If arteries, the function is to transport blood away from the heart. This is to transport away blood from heart. And then the function of veins, transport blood that has most of oxygen. This is the veins function. Transport the blood with rich in oxygen. And then one else, the part of the blood vessels is capillaries. This is the capillaries. Capillaries are very small blood vessels. This is the capillaries. This is the smallest part of the blood vessels. And then if we zoom in maybe 10,000 times, it will be like this with the microscope. This is the thin walls, this is the veins, and then this is the thick walls. This is the arteries, and then this is the capillaries. Okay, so remember the blood vessels, there are three types of major. The first is arteries, and then veins, and then capillaries. So remember that parts, three major types of blood vessels. Okay, and then blood. If we talk about blood consisting of 8% of our body. This is the blood. So the composition of blood in your body is about 8%. Okay, 8% of your body, and then the main function is to supply oxygen and then nutrients to cell. This is the function of blood. Supply oxygen and nutrients to your body. And then later, if you we study about bloods, later we will study about kinds of disease or illness in related with blood. There are leukemia and then anemia. This is the disease or illness related with blood. And then blood, when we study about blood, we will study about hemoglobin. What is hemoglobin? Hemoglobin is the substance there are in, this is the